Blockchain has filled the gap for those demanding transparency and ownership of data. Blockchain is a decentralized technology which uses a global network of computers to manage a database of records or transactions jointly. Anyone can change the underlying code and anyone can see what's going on. So how does this actually affect sport, and where do the two meet? Multiple Paralympic medalist Natalie Toit and a co-founder and CEO of Sport Podium, Jaco Rossouw, join us on Morning Live. A very good morning to the both of you and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Jaco, I'm going to start with you. You're the brains behind Sports Podium. Blockchain and sport, they just seem like two very unusual bedfellows.
Indeed. Look, Sports Podium is a transparent blockchain community. At the end of the day, we're building a new value for value economy to look at the undervalued and unmonetized areas in sport by using the power of the blockchain. At the end of the day, we are actually building the largest amateur sports database in the world. And that's how blockchain and sport comes together.
And Natalie, I understand that you're going to have some of the users actually able to make money from inputting their data. Just explain the process and how it actually works and what are the benefits from those people actually signing on to Sports Podium.
Well, absolutely. I think as Jaco mentioned, it's value for value. So for instance, when you input data, you'll be rewarded in what we would call a cryptocurrency. So I think one of the most special parts of it is the blockchain and the technology that allows blockchain. And Jaco actually, with the team, actually started something called My Rugby CV. So with that, data was input, and they realized that the athletes and the players didn't really get any form of monetary value or value for value that they were giving. So at the end of the day, blockchain technology has allowed this. It has allowed a currency to come on board. So it is kind of like a Bitcoin, but it's called an alternate coin. So it will be called a pod, and this will come later. At the moment, we are starting with an application. It will be a golf application first, and with this application, we're actually going for the world record attempt of trying to get as many golfers to play in 1 week as we can. And with that, we obviously later on we get the questions correct in terms of credibility, and I know Jaco can share a little bit more, but in terms of credible information. So what information can we get that will make a big difference later on in life? So it could be when I was a young child, nobody knows what times I swam when I was 10, 11, 12. It could be, how often did I train? So those are the types of questions that will be part of this app. And with those questions, there will be credible data that will basically be input. And with that, ultimately, I think the world is your oyster in terms of data and what data can do. But definitely, hopefully that reward will come in. And actually, I think Jaco can explain a little bit in terms of his daughters as well. Those little kids that play different sports. And today it's a cricket bat, tomorrow it's a rugby ball, a hockey stick, a netball. So from that perspective, helping parents and creating development. So there's a whole lot of angles to this that we're looking at. And that's why it's important, I think, to get the right data that's being collected. And then, yes, so there will be rewards for the sports people.
Okay, so Sports Podium is basically a resource tool. That's what it's going to be for the users, that people can go on there and get any information they want to with regards to training, maybe like Natalie Toit, her training session from when she was at the height of her Paralympic career or something like that.
100%.
Okay.
So we had to start somewhere. So we decided to look into golf first for many reasons. And one of the main reasons is that golfers are used to enter information after a golf game. So after you play your game, you enter information into the app, and for that you are incentivized. We are very excited about going for the world record attempt.
Yeah.
We're looking for 325,000 golfers around the world to participate anywhere in any club in the week of 21 to 28 June. We are kicking off the global challenge with a local golf day at the Services Golf Club in Pretoria. And then it's very easy to participate. We need a way to validate the information to make sure that we can show that we did break the world record. So for people to participate, please download our app. in any of the app stores, Android or the Apple store. Just look for Sports Podium, register, and then very importantly, challenge your friends, challenge your fellow golfers. We need to spread the word across the world to make sure we get as many as possible people to participate in the day.
Lovely stuff. Thank you very much. There's so much to understand. It's quite a complex thing, but I suppose with many complex ideas, it's about getting your teeth stuck into it and actually experiencing it. It'll help you understand a little bit better. So I think that's the advice. Maybe download the app and then you yourself as a user 100%. Can actually find out what it's all about. That's Sports Podium, the co-founder and CEO, Jaco Rossouw, as well as one of their ambassadors and somebody that Sports Podium have been working very closely with, multiple Paralympic medalist Natalie, Toit, chatting to us here on Morning Live. Thank you to the both of you.
Thank you very much.